Oh man, Divine Shiva. This one was pretty rough, especially with a low ingot team. But after many tries, we made it work. Haven't made a video in a while. I've been playing the game, but I just haven't been motivated to make the video. Ouch, what a rough start for Ace. Yeah, Auron did a little better there. Haven't been really motivated to make videos due to the fact that for Vane Cycle I just didn't have a lot of fun. Wasn't really trying to pull Vane. I ended up pulling Vane because I pulled his burst when pulling for Kate Sith, who was a huge disappointment for me compared to at least Setzer. But, you know, I'm sure Kate Sith will get better as time goes on and there's more hits. So at least Kate Sith should age well. I did not pull Shulk because I had no interest. And I went back to pull Vane's LD after getting his BT because I figured, hey, you know, at least, you know, Transcendence BT. And I was done with Vane, and I was like, I don't feel like adding commentary or anything like that to my videos for Vane, so I just never did it. And I've also been extremely busy in real life, as they say, which I'm sure most of us are due to the holidays, but yeah, and then I had a lot of fun during Twin Cycle. I just didn't have time to make videos. And now here we are. So probably nothing special about this start here, other than the fact that Ace didn't do much with his original LD casting. Let's see, I got Ace's yellow aura up, that's nice. The best aura to get for Ace with his EX is red for this team right now, because the team isn't exactly capping except for core. And I guess Auron, due to the fact that Auron's counterattacks ignore defense, so that's a big help. But really the red aura would have been the best, yellow second, and black aura might have been the worst due to the fact that the black aura would slow down Shiva, allowing Auron to get fewer or having Auron get fewer counterattacks, so or to get fewer free attacks in. So kind of lucked out with the yellow aura, and I'm going to keep the aura yellow. We're going Mega Burst because there's only one enemy, and so I want to save. Technically, the Great Spiral Plus will do more damage than Mega Burst, even if there's only one enemy, if I'm not mistaken, because there's more hits. But I want to save the Great Spirals for when there are two Shivas. And that probably wasn't necessary in this run, but the safest way to do it, I suppose. So, nice to see everybody capping there. I had run this team earlier with a Twins friend, a green Twins friend, and didn't make the HP threshold. Although I believe I did it in fewer turns, I don't remember. But I didn't make the HP threshold, so that was kind of a bummer. And I've been trying a few different variations, and as soon as I switched Warrior of Light's Call onto Core, I beat it in the very next try. So the idea here is now we have the double Shivas up. And there's a lot of RNG in this, by the way, which kind of sucks, but what can you do? So we got Auron's debuffs back up, and my plan is to get both Shivas down to 79% and then bring in the Cloud of Darkness, and then burst with Ace, and then possibly go into the summon. And the idea with that is, I think when I ran this before, I waited until 49% to bring in the Twins friend, and then I ended up not using all the Twins friends' turns, and then they died, or I don't know, something. It felt like I pulled them in a little late. And as far as Core's LDs, I did not use them in the beginning to charge his EX, and my plan is to use them under Cloud of Darkness and Ace Burst effect. So that way Core's LDs will hit very hard. The tricky part here is to try and time getting them down to 79% with them using their recast, and that can be a little tricky. Especially with the orb. The orb drops get out of here, Vascoin. The orb drops the debuff turns remaining by 2, so that can, you can't completely ignore that. That can be a little tricky. Luckily, the Ignis Call really helps to take care of the orb when I bring that. Alright, so one of the Shivas has gone down below, or has hit 79% or lower. And it will use its recast, auto-break everybody, put up the big HP shield of 1 million, which is big. And there goes the orbs. And so let's see, we're not going to get to act until B takes another turn. But before that happens, C is going to use its recast. Yeah. Might as well just fast forward through this. I don't know. Should I talk about more stuff? Oh, twins. I guess talk about twins. So I pulled the twins LD, had a lot of fun with them. And I'm at 45 burst tokens as of completing the Divine Shiva Challenge quest. And so I was thinking about pulling the twins or tokening the twins burst, because I don't care about Jekt or Caius. I like Caius as a character. I just don't care for his kit so much in this game. I think he's kind of shafted a bit with low potency debuffs and a lot of them. So I'm not like I'm not excited about getting any recent BTs. And I might green the twins because I had a lot of fun using the twins. The other EX is basically dropping a nuke, and I think people are getting tired of me just having a friend Setzer up there. Ooh, that was rough. I almost died. I don't think I've used my Warrior of Light Call yet. I still don't think I've gotten a turn since I've started my rant here. But luckily, I have enough debuffs on them for Ace's spiral trap things to do damage. And so now, now that they're both below 79%, yeah, because Ace's trap knocked the other one below 79%, and so I got hit with a bunch more HP damage than I expected to, but now that they're both below 79%, Auron drops the Gabranth debuffs, and we swap in Cloud of Darkness. And then, let's see, I don't think I go right into Ace's Burst, if I remember correct. I think I want to use Core's stacks. Why can't I think of what it's called right now? Reaper's Gale, I think is what it is. But yeah, I'm sure thinking about it. But pretty sure I talked myself out of it. Oh, plus I want those remaining spiral things, Ace's traps, to finish, and they will pause in the burst. And so yeah, let's get those off there. Cloud of Darkness ended up taking a free turn, which is pretty rare with this team, considering Core and Ace. Between the two of them, it's rare that Cloud of Darkness is going to get a break, but I suppose not impossible. There we go, Reaper's Gale. And let's see, assuming nothing too crazy happens. Yeah, see, the Ignis Call is allowing us to keep that orb up, which is saving our butts in a lot of ways. I'm going to drop the Warrior of Light Call because I expect to knock them below the 49% threshold. Possibly the 29, but probably not, but definitely the 49% threshold. And that, oh yeah, I gotta make sure Oath stays on, doesn't fall off Ace for too long. But I expect to take a ton of damage when that happens. Kind of like how I did when they dropped below 79%. And the thing with... not a good time to call me. The thing with that is I don't want Cloud of Darkness to take too much damage because I won't be able to heal Cloud of Darkness if Cloud of Darkness leaves the battlefield with a ton of damage, hence the Warrior of Light Call. The cool thing about the Warrior of Light Call, though, is even if Core runs through those 3 turns of the no HP damage, as long as the amount of HP damage being used on your team is less than the shield. The cool thing about that is even when that runs out, the shield itself is a buff, and so it will stay on the characters, preventing Shiva from gaining Brave by hitting us. So That's pretty nice. And the finisher is hitting so hard. It's so sad to only watch it with 1 HP dump. One day, 4.6 million in a burst. I'll take it. I haven't used a single burst book, so I don't have any burst plus yet. Which and I've completed everything. So on one hand, it leaves me with a ton of options. On the other hand, kind of makes things difficult. But I'll probably green the twins and set them as a friend unit so I can have a good friend unit. That's kind of my plan as far as that, and then I don't know what else I don't have any bursts that I feel like chasing, but I don't really look that far ahead either, so who knows what anyone will bring as far as bursts. And then I don't have any blue armor characters on this team, which is kind of funny because I have made some blue armor characters. They just aren't so great for this team, or for this battle, I should say. And that's kind of sad when you have blue armor characters and you're not using them. Ooh, it's almost time to summon. There we go. So I'm summoning for a similar reason. I shouldn't say for a similar reason. The reason I'm summoning is because I don't want Cloud of Darkness to take too much damage, and I kind of expect Cloud of Darkness to leave before the summon ends, but that's not going to happen. Instead, what's going to happen is I'm going to do a ton of damage with Core, and so at least I'll be able to stretch that out a bit. Just a casual 400,000 damage to each enemy, followed up by another 130,000. Cloud of Darkness friend unit is good. I do actually have Cloud of Darkness's burst, but I think twins are still more fun and arguably better once all the math is done outside of extreme Cloud of Darkness friend cheese. And then as far as Cloud of Darkness versus X-Death burst, well, for one, Cloud of Darkness is green, X-Death is not. But typically it's just going to be who does more damage per turn, and X-Death's burst can't hit the numbers that Cloud of Darkness is hitting right now, so typically I think Cloud of Darkness is a better friend than X-Death friend, outside of rare circumstances. They're certainly both better friends than the non-burst characters. It still kind of annoys me when people put like blue burst characters when I don't have a green burst character as a friend unit. I have Setzer as a friend unit, which is still better arguably than a lot of the blue burst characters, but yeah, or I have a friend who has a sync up for a friend unit. Like, come on. I get it, you're a sync fan, but put someone helpful up there and just do a sync saga or something. Should I do a saga? I don't know. Sagas are a lot of work. And then I'd have to give ingots to whoever I run as a saga. The twins actually can do quite well at 0 out of 3 ingots, but they miss the buff that allows their LD to be enchanted with all of the elements. So Cloud of Darkness is gone. Let's talk about the game again. Cloud of Darkness is gone, and that just leaves Auron and the rest of the team to heal up. Auron should be able to heal up naturally with his counterattacks, but he won't heal up the rest of the team. Luckily, the Warrior of Light calls worked out so well that we didn't take that much damage, especially for the Cloud of Darkness. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to double check that and pause it in just a bit. So anyways, twins, if you leave them at 0-3, they don't start with their buff that enchants their EX with all of the elements, and so that could be a problem for a friend unit. They get that at 2 out of 3 ingots, and so if I do twins as a friend unit, I'll probably have to give, or I probably should give twins ingots so I could be a good friend like that. Although I will say that Cloud of Darkness / Ace / Core combination, all of them doing full damage. Oh, dog, sorry. Dog wants to play fetch. That combination sure did a lot of damage in a small amount of time. But, anyways. Have I tried running twins here? I've actually used Ace a lot, and oh, it looks like one of the Shivas are going to die before the other, which will cause the other one to enrage. Spoiler alert, that does happen, and it doesn't matter. I don't know how much they enrage by, but it's not that much. So don't feel too bad if you end up killing one before the other. You'll see, like, we'll still hit max Brave. Like, that's still pretty decent for the Blind Stud follow-up. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I used Ace a lot, and I enjoyed Ace. Why not just green Ace? Because Ace does not make a good friend unit, in my opinion. I think Cloud of Darkness is a better friend unit than Ace, and I think twins are better than both. However, I think Ace is a great unit to have in your roster. So, and I haven't felt the need to, I shouldn't say I haven't felt the need. This was a pretty painful run, not gonna lie. Did many runs until I finally got this done. But, yeah, I mean, I was still able to do it without a blue Ace or a BT plus Ace. I'll probably BT plus Ace one day just for fun. But, yeah, I guess that's the run then. So, let's see, all that's left to do is to show that everybody is 0 out of 3. You saw that Ace had a blue BT in the unit screen earlier. But just for the heck of it, there's 0 ingots in Ace's BT. Obviously no BT boards. There's 0 out of 3 on Auron, and 0 out of 3 on Core if I can get over there. There we go. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like the video if you want me to feel better about myself, and comment if you have any questions.